Hi, I'm Andrew, and today I'm going to be your tour guide for the Killian Technology Museum. This is the Motorola Dynatac 8000X, circa 1983. Motorola's Dynatac Dynamic Adaptive Total Area Coverage let you talk for 30 minutes. The phone could go a full 8 hours between charges. It was 13 by 1.75 by 3.5 inches in dimension, had 8 hours of standby time, and took 10 hours to recharge. It featured an LED display and a memory to store 30 dialing locations. It cost $3,995 to buy one. This is a Motorola StarTAC phone. It was released in 1996. These were the first flip-up clamshell phones. They replaced their predecessors, the MicroTAC, which had the mouthpiece flipped down from the keypad. It was listed as the 6th most important invention in the last 50 years by the PC World in 2005. This is the Sony TCM929 personal cassette player. It comes with an earphone jack and a microphone jack. It contains a 3-digit tape counter for easier searching, and a full automatic shut-off release button when the buttons are in play, record, fast forward, and rewind modes to save wear and batteries. It runs on 4 AA batteries or with the included AC adapter. This is a telegraph machine. It is pre-phone and uses Morse code created by Samuel Morse to communicate. This is the Macintosh SE. It was made between 1987 and 1990. This computer started at a base price of $2,900, which included 2 floppy disk drives. A 20 megabyte hard drive could be added for a total cost of $3,900. These computers were sold without a keyboard. 10 special edition prototypes were created with clear cases. These are considered super rare collector items. These are double-density floppy disks. They were used to store memory from computers. They first came out in 1978. Most floppy disks average about 1.44 megabytes of memory. This is the BlackBerry 7750. It was released in 2004. It has a high-resolution screen and a large display. This phone was ideal for business use. It used a QWERTY keyboard and a track wheel to navigate. This is a rotary dial telephone from 1984. On this phone, the dial is circular. In its most common form, the dial is about 3 inches, or 76.2 millimeters in diameter. 10 finger holes are cut through its outer perimeter. In North America, traditional dials have letter codes displayed with the numbers under the finger holes in the following pattern: 1, 2, which is ABC, 3, which is DEF, 4, which is GHI, 5, which is JKL, 6, which is MNO, 7, which is PRS, 8, which is TUV, and 9, which is WXY. And then 0, which is also sometimes Z, is for the operator. This is the 3M Revere AZ718. The 3M Revere was only a picture projector and did not have any sound. It and its time period projectors are famous for their film reels. The film reel had pictures printed on them and played back at a very fast rate. In addition, this camera projected slideshows when a presentation was needed. This is the JVC Video Movie GR-C7U, circa 1986. This video camera was an early model of cameras with digital screens, instead of having to look straight through the lens to take a picture. When it was first released, it cost $1,500, but can now be found for as little as $10. It recorded videos on VHR tape and was a popular camera in the 1980s. This is the SVE Film Stereopticon, circa 1922. This is the Remington Rand Model 17 typewriter, circa 1939. It is sometimes alternately labeled Model 17, Number 17, or not even labeled at all. This model debuted in 1939 and became the primary workhorse for government offices during World War II. This is a Kiowa Lumiscope, circa 1935. This is the Palm M100, which came out in 2000. The Palm M100 was 4.66 by 3.1 by 0.72, and it weighed only 3.7 ounces without the cover and the battery. It was the first in the M100 series. This is the TI-1250 calculator, which came out in 1997 for $24.99. It features red LED lights on the screen and weighs 3.9 ounces or 110 grams. It takes 9-volt batteries. This is the Polaroid Sun 600 land camera from 1983. It is named Land after the inventor of self-developing film which it uses. This is the Polaroid Land Camera Automatic 210 from 1968. The Polaroid Land Camera 210 was one of the earlier personal cameras. It consisted of bellows between the lens and the remainder of the camera. The bellows allow for it to contract so that a plastic cover may keep the camera protected. This made it more portable. The camera also took pictures on film, instead of the instant printing photos that were used in other Polaroid models. This is the Canon AutoZoom 518 SV Super 8 from 1970. This camera was one of the original filming cameras to have a built-in focusing mechanism. This made images much clearer and trademarked Canon for this mechanism, which has been a major part of photography ever since. Although it didn't have a microphone in it, it was a big stepping stone into video. At release, it cost $220. This is the Kodak Brownie Bullseye from 1954. The Kodak Brownie Bullseye was a shutter camera made in the 1950s. It held more film at once than many cameras before it, 620 strips. The camera was highly successful among photographers as at the time it was at the peak of the cameras available. It had an easily attachable flash. This attachable flash is what made this camera and others like it memorable. This is the Kodak Brownie Target 616 from 1946. The Brownie Target 616 was a box roll film camera, and when it was introduced it was one of the early video cameras to be used for film production. The camera was originally $4, but can now be sold up to $60. This is the Yashica Mat 124G from 1975. Made in the 1970s, this was the last model of Yashica's twin lens reflex cameras. It used roll film and had a light meter. The light meter used now banned mercury batteries. It was a good medium level camera, although it seemed obsolete at the time of its release. This is the Kellogg F2809 Magneto wall phone, circa 1960. Unlike its heavily decorated predecessors, Kellogg kept this one simple.